Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from the matchup between T1 and Gen.G during week 1 of the LCK 2024 Spring Split. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
And there it goes. So 3 apiece for both teams. Not going to have any Void Mites this time as Chovy looking to deliver something to Zeus here. He's burning down. But I don't think it's really going to be a thing that works out. Faker teleports in, collects himself first blood against Keen. And that first one did not work out.
Big thing there is that Gwen is immune, so a lot of the damage from...
It's like they do have to do something. Pressure going to be on, and Chovy is going to answer that call just a little bit here. Fast bomb coming out, big one going to miss. As Faker gets underneath this turret. He's not out of the woods just yet though, as Canyon making his way in. He gets smoked, there's a Pop Blossom, throws Canyon into the sky, crash down. Gonna be avoided there by Faker, who goes the other direction, finds the snare. The Blooming Burst come down, but Chovy was given enough time. And he'll come on over and take the kill. A bit of time has been bought though, so that means that the Rift Herald will go over to T1. He is starting to become a bit of a problem here. Pays with red-white. Decent amount of ammo, will have enough for any potential fights that do come up. And secured by Canyon. Pop Blossom finds 3 from Faker, and there's the flag and drag as well. The option is Pays, they're looking for him, and they will be able to get their prize here as now Gen.G just running for the hills. Canyon, he should be able to walk his way out because Zeus has other things on his mind. Chovy has to flash to avoid both Zeus and Owner making their way down. Lehens gets to the safety of his turret. And Pays was taken in trade for the Dragon. Could have been...
He's quite a big win. So take another look at the play here. Yeah, beautiful. Look at that. Double or triple knock-up from Faker, and then the immediate double knock-up from Owner, while also ensuring there's no counter-engage, because if Canyon can counter-engage...
Just want a 5v5. And right now you can see Keen waiting a little bit. Doesn't have a forward ward to deal with here as Carrier just going to play defense, and they're too late. Canyon not going to be able to make it in time. Gets a control ward there just to watch the Baron die. Now trying to canter his way out of here on his pants. He will be able to do so. But Gen.G just caught napping a little bit there. That is a very aggressive teleport as Faker doesn't find the Pop Blossom. In goes Keen, and Faker is now going to be all outed from this fight. Canyon gets his way out, or does he, as Owner does find a flag and drag, and Faker is going to be the one to be taken down. Gen's rockets starting to hurt as well. T1 need to be decisive. They want to make something happen. Cozy Campfire's in there. This Dragon is going to be secured, but now the teleport's coming in. Faker, no Pop Blossom, and there's the Cataclysm. They're trying to just keep them here as Zeus gets into the backline. Chovy makes it to safety, but I don't know whether the pace is going to be so late. Never mind. He just explodes him. And now Faker's in the pit with nowhere to go. A Gravitum comes down. Moonlight Vigil is going to connect, and Faker, he is so low. A big one to the back of the head from Chovy is going to secure it once again, and Gen.G win out in multiple instances.
Soul point set up.
They can potentially rely upon as Carrier. Going to take a little bit of damage here from Keen, not too much to worry about. Got a big old zoom out as there's the Cataclysm from Owner. Gets a huge amount of knockups as Keen now in a different spot. As there's the 3-man Pop Blossom as Faker comes in. He gets exhausted, but it's still enough to get the kill onto the hands. The whole bottom lane's taken down. Snip, snip, snip goes Zeus. And there's the flag drag flash from Owner to secure Chovy. 4 on the ground for Gen.G. T1 with the team fight.
And it feels even a clean ace here. Only Canyon is able to get out with his life. And T1, if they don't win the game at the very least, they are going to do critical damage to the structures. Lands up in a few seconds. I don't think he's going to have the opportunity. And T1, out of a game that felt like it had stabilized, find the first win in this best of 3.
Yeah, well, Canyon's going to try and do it again, but there goes the Nexus. T1, the world champion.
Do anything here.
All right, Chovy jumping on in as Owner turns up. Does find the reset, and there is the flash away from the Sonic Wave. Still, flash does come out, gets the thumbs up there from Chovy. As we can see, Canyon prioritizing some shellfish here. We'll see how he does. Yeah, that is going to be the secure, and gets his way out.
So, kind of rough there for Gen.G, so don't know if everyone else will follow. We'll see if he picks up a Haunting, guys. We can rejoice. Otherwise, probably just going to be the full tank build coming through from Zeus, who is fighting.
Going all out. Zeus is going relatively low. He can press W for that shield, does do so, gets a whole bunch of his health back, and Keen has pressed so many buttons, and it has done next to nothing. Does call in the tree, as there's the Dawning Shadow, and first blood goes to Zeus! Oh no! Chovy should be able to get this kill, but I feel like the damage has almost been done. Oh, this is so silly. It's taking them forever! Oh, okay, Zeus will be taken down. The Arcane Smash going to help get some CC there. Oh, dearie me.
To see why Udyr was banned.
Well, Owner is also going to find Chovy face checking this brush. Kick does come back. Faker also going to be delivered an assist. And even Zeus gets an assist on it. Oh dear.
I don't want to be that guy that 10 minutes in says that it's even more of an uphill battle. And the big difference with last time is that it is not like Gen.G has a really necessarily big scaling advantage. Has really nice catch here. Buster shot unfortunately doesn't do it.
뺐다. 개 멋있다. 나이스. 얘 텔은 잠깐만.
We might get a translation of what he
Drake
exactly
would be
said.
big though.
Yeah, okay, Owner going to go in. Not going to be able to steal away the Drake. And now Gumushi. Okay, Nature's Grasp going to come down. Twisted advance to try and push the Neela back. Gumushi should die here. And they actually use the ultimate beautifully from Canyon. Make sure that the result isn't going to be there. Another Frozen Fist, so it is going to be the full tank Udyr build. Making me a little bit sad. I really want to see the Leandri's version. I want that circle to hurt, you know? As Canyon going to be punching Owner away. Finds a Twisted advance now.
No!
Corruption. Oh, the anti-synergy. Doesn't matter. Hey, he's still going to be able to grab that kill. So it's as if he landed the ult. Right, guys?
Only the Clans of Guma. Whereas Gen.G most definitely did.
Well, there's the Emperor's Divide used defensively here by Faker as Chovy gets on over there. There's the kill to start this one off. Nature's Grasp going to miss onto Owner. They got their target that they were looking for. T1 continuing to push though here as we head towards the mid lane, and Lehens not going to stop this. Looks like Soul Point going to be the priority for Gen.G, but is sacrificing this inner turret going to be worth it is the answer.
If they get it. If they get it, yes. If Owner steals it, absolutely not.
Well, Resonating Strike not going to come in, and the kick going to be used on Chovy just to get him out of there. Red buff now going to be looked at here by Owner, but look at this! It's an inhibitor turret and an inner.
Guys?
I'm going to say almost not worse, as Chovy going to Buster Shot Gumushi away. He has a Blast Cone there, all out going to be used by Keen here as he finds Carrier, and Carrier nowhere to go. Oh, flashes into the wall, that is not what you're looking for. Almost a double kill for Keen, as Gumushi goes down as well, but the damage has kind of been done. Objective is what this composition wants to do. As Canyon pretty far away from it for now. Nature's Grasp up and available once again. As Faker down to 50%. Owner lurking on a flank angle.
They can push for inhib. Gen.G needs to force.
Yeah, Zeus just trying to be annoying in that front line. Owner can get the kick into the back line. Empress Divide onto two as well. The Wombo combo's in. Lehens tries to get it done, but there is no Varus. There's no Tristana. And T1 have found yet another one, but Keen trying to find it, does get a decent angle, but the Neela's still up and available, and she does so much damage. Lehens trying to get to his base, but once again, it's the T1 team fight. Don't think the game's over as much as it was in game number one, but it's looking rough.
Still, I think they could have tried, but they didn't want to take the risk.
Not wanting to opt into any sort of 50-50. It's not like a Rel situation like they had last time, as that's a nice little snare. There's the flash into the backline, finds pace. The follow-up just not there though, as Chovy just says goodnight to Faker. And all out coming through once again here as Zeus going down low, but he's an Udyr. Low is a weird term to talk about when it comes to him. So, relatively low. Keen at full health because he just teleported back, but Pays possibly vulnerable.
Faker in 10.
We'll see whether they actually go for this one as the Baron getting lower and lower. Chovy auto-attacking it. And it looks like Gen.G are a little bit split on the decision. There's the Q from Keen. It's big. As Gumushi, the apotheosis. And T1 will find the team fight. The Baron goes down. Yeah, Canyon manages to get that one. Chovy's still alive as Faker dead once again. And he gets the Baron. That is certainly good news. First death goes over to Canyon as the triple comes in. There is one Baron up for Gen.G. But items.
Oh no.
The Bam Scepter coming in here as Owner looking for that flank angle. Gen.G, there's the Nature's Grasp. Everyone lining up behind the Udyr as the explosive charge does so much to Gumayusi. Dawning Shadow comes in. There is the Udyr going down, I'm sure. As Grand Entrance comes in, they pick off Faker once again. It's a double for Chovy, and Gen.G may have just found it. They may have found another game as Gumayusi tries as he might, but it's not going to be enough. And Chovy now is on the onslaught. Structures, they bother him, and he is down where they stand. 7-2 and 6 on the Tristana. They are not stopping here. First Nexus turret going to be taken down. Explosive charge doing so much damage. Owner and Carrier, I just don't think they're going to be able to stop this. As Gen.G now getting to work on the next Nexus turret. In goes Owner looking for some sort of kick, but doesn't quite find it. Chovy able to take down Carrier. And there goes the Nexus. We're going to a third game. And Gen.G are taking us there from taking a victory in game number 2. We'll see whether they can use that momentum to move towards a victory. Keen, his last game was on Udyr as, oh dearie me, that's a flash from Carrier. He's still on fire. Hail of Arrows comes down. Lots of flashes coming in. He's underneath this turret, and there is first blood for Pays. Chovy taking 1 billion damage. They will be able to secure it. So, sweet 400 gold. Going over to Pays, is going to be feeling very good about that.
And
can he go back and buy a wedding against Owner, who is a little bit outnumbered? As Lehens and Chovy moving on in. Scryer's Bloom show exactly what's going on. Ziggin and Zaggin is Owner trying to get himself safe, but it's just not going to work out. Knocked up and destroyed. Canyon going to be able to grab that one. That is going to be the second kill for Gen.G. I almost said first blood because, you know, Carrier dying at level 1 there, not to be expected. That is 2 early kills here for Gen.G.
And
rush out of that one as Keen is relatively low, but there is a big old fiery storm around that small lightning rat, and he's going to be taken down. 3 now for Gen.G.
Atlas, this is AD Cannon. He went lethal tempo and
best to stay really far ahead in farm. That is what she's going to continue to do as Carrier is going to get engaged on. Over the wall goes Canyon, and Carrier, I don't know whether he's getting out of this one. The ulti comes in and Chovy says thank you so much for our 4th one of the game. 1-0-2 on the Yone as well, as now even Gumayusi has to exit. Look at this gank squad. It's like Canyon and Lehens have been born to play with one another, you know, just roaming the rift. Looking to lock people down.
Like,
oh no, it's ridiculous.
Between Maokai, Varus, Yone, and Rakan, you're not playing the game.
And the amount of safety that they have with this Unbound Soul, you saw
Canyon
Chovy just walks forward and says, Oni, you're not going home. You're staying here. 4 versus 3. A magical journey is going to come on through. They're just leaving Gumayusi to die, and he will do so. Chains of Corruption come in. Owner going to try and dash his way out. Has a zag left, but it's the wrong direction still. He will be alive. Stupidly successful, actually. So I tell a lie there. As Owner looking for some grubs, some Kevins. Getting to work here. Zeus going to move on down. Lehens has found a position here as they get a knock up onto Canyon. He's pretty tanky, but Owner now. Oh, he's given a magical journey. There it is. Canyon picks up that kill as Chovy's in trouble. Gets a shield, tries to get out, and he does. Oh my goodness. But the Kevins go to T1. And that is definitely a big...
In that way, I think that would have said the same thing if Gen.G, right, would have been in a position where they are right now, or where T1 is right now, where it's looking kind of rough. In the third games, Chovy.
Bit of a knock-up onto Chovy. He's going to return the favor in kind as he flashes on top of Owner, who goes stabby-stabby for a little while, and Carrier says, let's take a pause. That is going to come in. The curtains are called here by Gumayusi, but he's not finding too many of them. Keen turns up, and good night, Carrier. Going to pay for his sins as Faker does find the Emperor's Divide. T1 are on the board. They figured it out, but Gumayusi is well and truly dead. And Owner, he gets away, but at what cost? As Canyon is going to drive his Rift Herald.
T1 comp. Once it is behind, it doesn't feel great. And normally you have like, but what if Cannon? But this is AD Cannon.
Chains of Corruption. Stabby might need to be employed as Owner is just going to go down. That is the kill going over to Lehens, I believe, with a tick of Ignite. Just can't really get into his jungle, unfortunately.
Yeah, Belvev, another example of a champion that when you start, as far as deficits go, you generally shouldn't be able to win games from these positions. It's kind of how League is played.
And it's also like the composition from Gen.G doesn't open a lot of doors. As Lehens, speaking of which, is just going to look for Owner here. he is able to dish, dash, and dive away.
Nice.
As
wait.
Fate comes in. Nature's Grasp comes down as well as Faker does find the scoop onto Canyon, but he's not exactly the optimal target as Lehens is slinking away. Zeus finds it. With the last Q, the Shuriken will pick up Lehens there. So his first death of the game. Surprising to be perfect.
I'm pretty sure there is some bad things about to happen to the T1 members.
Yeah, Owner is just, he's flapping away. Yeah, he realizes that there's nothing he's really going to be able to do about this one. Faker is going to die. Pays now could be in trouble though, as a Tempered Fate not going to land on top of him, but that's Owner collecting the kill.
Hey?
That is a big old amount of gold for the shutdown as well.
And hey, do note, there is actually a way for Faker to get immediately back to the fight in 25 seconds. When he's up, he can TP back. Whereas for Pace, that isn't the case. That's big.
Yeah, true.
This sounds like, and we joke, but it was a, what, 8K, 6, between 1 on Chovy, 1 on Canyon.
And I think a lot of it will come down to what happens at the next Dragon that's going to be spawning any moment from now, as we have a look at Faker getting picked, but the more important pick is Pays going down, right? Because he is the one holding all of that gold. He is the one that has the bounty. As Carrier was actually the one that started this one off by walking into the darkness, but he gets out. Pays not so lucky.
Jhin value as well.
Oh, love to see it. That's all right, T1 trying to deny this one. This is Hextech Soul, this is big. As Keen gets in there, Magical Journey to get them out. Somehow it's Carrier that secures the Drake.
Big win for T1.
Just trying to, was that just a meep slap? Bard's overpowered?
Gotta imagine it was.
For Gen.G.
Oh. I'd argue it's low, in fact, because they don't have Keen, and even if they do, he's not building any of his Carrier.
Oh, Carrier could just be caught out here, and there he goes. Chovy collects it. Once again, just finding these pickoffs are Gen.G. Looks like they've gotten back off onto the front foot once again. As Gumayushi actually moving towards Lehens once again. That knock-up not going to land.
A lot of pain has been focused down aggressively, and Carrier has, I think, been struggling the most on T1 together with Owner in this specific game, as Keen finds Zeus.
But Carrier does have Magical Journey. Is going to get a stun down there as well, as Keen getting shot quite a few times, and there it is. Gumayushi going to lock that one down, and Keen is a little bit too far forward with none of the rest of his team anywhere near to provide.
Really, really hard.
Yep. Vision going to be cleared here as Owner looking to rotate around. Carrier has already dove over the top with these Hex Gates as in goes Lehens. He finds Gumayushi, who immediately explodes. Nature's Grasp to come down as well. This is a guaranteed Hextech Soul, and T1 do not want to be around to see it. They're going to vacate the area immediately. Beautiful.
Finds himself the flank.
Is he the POG vote?
For me, right now, yeah, I would say so. I think that his early impact has been the big difference maker here. And also, when you look at the head-to-head, it's night and day in this specific game.
Lehens is flashing in. There's the Tempered Fate. He just moves out of the way of it. Nicely done there to try and keep himself alive. Avoids the ulti from Chovy. He's dead, but he has avoided some stuff, and it looked kind of cool.
Yeah. But he does die again. And that should be an opportunity to go for the Baron now. Maybe we can see Zeus pick up a bounty or two here, but Gen.G can be really happy. Going according to know it. TP coming in.
Yeah, let's see whether T1 can mount any sort of defense. As in goes Chovy, unbinds the soul, and says goodnight to the cannon. Faker clearing out Vision where he can, but I don't think he's going to be able to swoop in and do anything here, as the Belveth has a blast cone available, gets into the pit somehow, and nails it! Okay, all right, Owner. Yes, you have the better smite button, 100%. He's going to be able to secure that one for T1, and you can see a little fist bump there as well. We'll have to see.
Absolutely.
All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out. So how did all that damage happen? So 3K, it just got down to 79 HP and smoked it.
79.
So there you go. And you heard the shriek of the crowd here as well. That one gets taken down. Lehens is in a position on the map. It turns out that it was not a position that was very good for him to be in.
This game is going places, Atlas.
This game is going. That is absolutely true. Chovy is golden, and yeah, he's looking in a bit of trouble. Nature's Grasp to try and save him. Some flashes forward here as he gets a shield, but he is still going to go down, and Owner will possess him now. Looking for some knockups onto Canyon, and starting to unravel a little bit. for Gen.G. Oh my, look at the Kevin.
Man.
Gen.G are a little bit perplexed as to what to do. They're going to lose the inhibitor. So inhib, traded for an inhib. But the Elder is right here.
Okay, they're trying to set up a bait. Oh, they don't want to go, but they do!
There's the flash forward with the quickness. Chains of Corruption comes in, Tempered Fate to buy some space, but Ona is, very close to taking Lehends with him, but he will go down. And now, Chovy diving on forward. Keen is a brick wall, but he cannot withstand it for too long, with Faker and Zeus having some deadly autos to come on in there. There's the ulti, the sweep comes in from Faker, and he finds the kill onto the Udyr. Lehends has turned up yet again, and Pays just does so much damage. My goodness, you blink and you lose him as the Elder is getting very angry. Teleport to come forward as Gumayusi Carrier are going to be able to do this by themselves. The rest of their team are dead. Chovy and Canyon.
That it?
They are looking to take this one down. Lehends and Pays hot on their heels. So it will be the Elder. Exodia on the table, 15 seconds until Baron. They'd like to grab that one as well, and it's looking like Gen.G might be able to take this first matchup against T1. The amount of siege potential is just absurd. You have Nature's Grasp available. It's so hard to engage onto Gen.G. See whether T1 can find any sort of way.
20 seconds.
Well, Ona down so incredibly low, and yeah, like you're talking about, it's all about the Elder. You engage onto that, and you just can't really do anything about it. As, a possible pickup onto Chovy has to flash away. Lehends is going to be taken down. Zeus now with the ultimate ticking. He does fall down, but the Empress Divide comes in. Keen is just gigantic. It's very difficult to take him down as Canyon's going to be eviscerated. Pays does a lot of damage, but he needs a frontline, and T1 hold on. I told you, 20 minutes, Chronicler.
Faker can teleport towards the top wave, but alone I don't think he can push. With Pace still alive and
as the tree is going to be stilled for now. They are not able to protect their inner turret.
Faker's pushing by himself though.
Yeah, trying to pick up some more bounties.
They need a buff. They can't alone deal with this.
All right, Tempered Fate is going to stop the teleport. That means the Faker is able to take down the inner turret. He could look for even more here. As the mini Kevins making their way in, Faker is just going to destroy
the Lich Bane!
He's had the Lich Bane this whole time. It's been there in his inventory. And the Udyr makes it back, but Faker is long gone.
Gary has the flash. Big cooldown gone that might provide an opportunity for deny him. They don't even sweep out the pit. There's just full vision of this.
Well, this Elder is dead.
It's just gone.
It's really gone. Oh my god, that was so scary. That was so scary. Okay, Emperor's Divide coming on in here as Chovy gets over the wall. Faker does go into his Zhonya's, but look at even the hail of arrows tearing them apart.
No!
Faker, he gets eaten by the dragon. As now Keen and Zeus fighting, but Zeus is actually winning out on this one. Yet you can have your Elder buff.
They need to match Zeus. They can't actually do anything. So Faker's dead.
Just yet, they can back away and get that if they really want to add to it, but Ona could be caught out of position. Pays with his 1,000,000 items. Raining down the arrows. In goes Lehends once again. There's the Wombo combo. They've taken down the Belveth as well, and I think this is the last gasp for T1. The last one's going to be an ultimate landing from Pays, which is a pretty beautiful way to end it here, as the last Nexus turret will go down and the Nexus will follow. Gen.G, after having so much control all game, it was an extraordinarily long one, but they got there in the end.